Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I want to play with some scraps today, some cardstock scraps. What am I going to do with them? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to play and hopefully come up with some ideas. That is the hope, and hope springs eternal, as you know. Let's see. I want to make some pockets. I think it's a little bit easier if I make them on a page. Because then I can see what size they need to be. Because they will probably be like, we won't worry about that. I'm just using this for size, so I know how I want my pockets to kind of be. Because I have all these little scraps, and I want to make some things out of them. Possibly, probably pockets. Maybe some tags. I don't know for sure. We'll see. So I think that I brought my ink downstairs. I don't know. We'll see. The ink I usually use, I think I left it upstairs. So I probably have another one down here somewhere, but I'll just use scorched timber for today. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I kind of want to just have ink things ahead of time and it just be darker. That's all. And why do I ink? I ink because it just kind of gives it a border, and sometimes you want that. Sometimes I want to distinguish one piece from another. It's really no rhyme or reason. Alright, and I'm going to grab my little guillotine in case I need it. I almost set it beside me. Alright, so these are all my cardstock scraps. Yes, I have quite a few. Doesn't matter. No, it doesn't really matter which side I do for this. But I probably do want to cut it. I'm going to cut it right in the middle of that butterfly. No, that's terrible. Cutting a butterfly in half? Who does that? Some people. Also, I might want it this way. I don't know yet. So basically, I just kind of want to play with some cardstock pieces and see what happens. Oh, that's kind of interesting because it's similar in color but a different pattern, which could kind of be cool. And how about if we do this and cut that off a little bit? Could have cut it, rip it, doesn't matter. Could use scissors, could use the cutter. Like I said, doesn't really matter. Do what makes you happy. Just do what makes you happy. Alright, so I'm just playing around with pieces and shapes and seeing what I like and seeing what happens. That's all. I like to find ways to use scraps. This is a really heavy scrap. Oh, that's why it's heavy, because there's two pieces. Ha! It has like bigger circles. See, what if we cut that one there? Gee, I wish I had like a baby. Like I need one more guillotine in my life, or cutter. Like a little baby one. I know, those are called scissors. But you know. Also, this is a little taller than it probably needs to be. Probably. But that could make a cute pocket. And do I want anything else? Ooh, I could do a circle. I mean, we don't mind circles. Some people struggle with circles, but, you know, how are you going to learn how to play with circles if you don't have circles? There's that. Oh, that's just a tag. That's pretty. We'll hold on to that for a minute. I have quite a few Tim Holtz pieces in here, of course. And some painty papers, just all kinds of different stuff that are on cardstock, and that's what this amounts to. It's just pieces that are on cardstock. Those are kind of plain. Let's see. These are plain. I don't want plain. I want more exciting. And they're all the same width, so I want one that's a little wider, I think. Would be nice. do want it square. That's not really important at this point, but I mean, I want it square. I want my lines to be straight, which I think that was the only one that was a little bit crooked, which is fine. And it's got similar colors. We're going to make something at some point, eventually, possibly, maybe, who knows, maybe, maybe not. Just putting pieces together and trying to make it interesting and fun. And then I mean, that could be a fun pocket, right? I mean, that works. I do want to ink it. I don't think I want to use scorched timber, though, even though I already did. Oh, there's my... I was wondering where that was. I knew it had to be here somewhere. The vintage photo. That's my second choice for after coffee is vintage photo. So it's, you know, and after that is probably espresso, and after that would be maybe the scorched timber. I don't know. Scorched timber for like, you know, dark papers is good. You don't have to have any of these inks. You don't have to ink at all. That is absolutely your preferred preference of things, what you like. Ooh, let's bring in this little stripey piece. Just in case. Ooh, could even bring in that because there's dark blue in there. No, we won't. We're just going to do this for now. Okay. This will be my focal piece, I guess. Like if I were going to put a focal point on it, I might put it somewhere around there. And we'll just, I know I just placed them all, and now I'm just going to start attaching them randomly because that's just what I've decided to do. I don't always make sense. It's fine. Just have the page here in the background just so that, let me do that. Page in the background so I don't make it too long, basically. That's what that's about. So it'll be a piece that fits on the pocket. Let's see. How I had it doesn't really matter, but I might. Oh, maybe across the middle. I'm not an Eiffel Tower kind of person. That's why that one goes on the back. But if you're an Eiffel Tower kind of person, then you go ahead and use the Eiffel Tower side. So this is like probably similar to how Gail Augustinelli does her pieces, the stamped pieces, her fun cards that she makes. The only difference is that this is more colorful, I guess. Hers tend to be a little bit more on the grungy neutral side of things. That's all. This could even be a belly band that goes across the page. It's just has an interesting shape. That's all. That's the only difference there. All right, move out of my way. So it could be a belly band. It could be like a tuck spot even. Like just glue the bottom and maybe the side, so it could be a top pocket. You glue that side. So it could go like that. In the middle, it almost looks like a Christmas tree, doesn't it? What I like about it is if it's a pocket, is the card that you put inside will show. So this is what I call a peekaboo pocket, where you have bits in the pocket where stuff shows. And it is up to you how much you want showing and whatnot. And if you want any showing, you don't have to. Let's see, maybe we'll stick that piece down there. Sure, why not? For funsies, I just kind of like that circle peeking out there. Feels dark. I guess the screen is. You don't have to do them either straight either. You could totally do them at random angles. I'll try to do one at angle. I'm not good at angles. I like linear, straight up and down. Just it's what my eyeballs like. So this could go any which way. It could go this way, this way, this way. But it's just scraps glued together. It's just, I like it. You don't have to like it, but I do. Also, you could round your edges. You don't have to keep them all square. now that I think about it. Large. So I'll do some that are rounded. See how we like that. Can even go that way with that one. Well, I like them this way. It's like a chain. It's a thing. It's a thing with me. But if I'm going to do that one, probably want to do all of them, which is fine. If you don't see this part in the future, it's because I've edited out. Editing Darcy is sometimes nice and takes that stuff out for you, but not always. Ooh, this could even come off like a tab off the side of the page if you wanted it to. What else? What else do we have? Does not have to be perfect match. That's pink. I don't care about, I don't mind if it's pink, but what do we want? When do we want it? I want it yesterday. Those are trash. Why are they in there? They don't have to be trash, but I'm not going to use them, so why are they in there? Ooh, we like this one too. What was I doing with these? Why are these all in here? I don't like that one with that though. I'm gonna be our piggy. Blue and yellow is nice. Let's see. We have this piece from the front of a music book. Oh, I could have even just done one side, but that's all right. This is too big. That's part of my problem. I know, there's no measuring happening. It's just whatever we want it to be. And I might want some dark blue because that does have some dark blue. Did I have, oh, more of this? Yeah, let's do this again. Because it has some, we'll go this way, this could go at the bottom. The word does not have to be there. I just, oh no, I like this on this side, I think. So we'll do that. No, I don't like it. What? Does that even fit in there? Barely. Ooh, I should pull out. Ooh, I found like Horseshack. I could pull out, I do have some of the things like Gail uses, the stamp pieces. Those would be nice to use in here as well. All right, kind of like that on here maybe. Where's that darker piece? Oh, see, now this might work better. Take that one out. I know, already 13 minutes in and we've done what? Not much. That's all right. It's all right. It's all right. We're playing. That's just get in your studio or dining room table or sitting in your chair in front of the TV, whatever, wherever you like to create, and create something. That's what I want you to do. Just hang out with me while I make some stuff. You can make stuff. You can do fussy cutting. You do what makes you happy. You know, I kind of like that this is darker with similar colors. How does this thing work? I suddenly can't remember how a guillotine works. Whoops. There we go. I like this up the side. Ooh, this has a little bit of yellow in it too, which is kind of fun. And I don't know, it feels contrived. Does it look too contrived? Well, let me ink it real fast. I know what my problem is with these two pieces. The patterns are too close together in size. That is a problem for me. So we're going to move that one out of the way. And maybe pull this. No, that's the same size too. All right, lady, pay attention. Maybe bring in some of this yellow. That would be good. In a different shape. So that one's thin, that one's wide. And this one, I don't know, we'll just do wherever we cut it, that's where we'll cut it. Let me try it without doing the corners because maybe I need a variance. Maybe I need to vary my corners. Maybe that is part of my problem. We never know what my problem is. You know, I'm always going to have problems. Are they really problems? Not really. I'm always going to overthink things and try to make things perfect, whether that's possible or not. I do like blue and yellow together, though. Yeah, I definitely have to do the corners. I think I would just like it better. No better. Alright. Oh, man, it ended up being the same size as that one, though. But it's a little bit more narrow, so that's fine. I accidentally did the other brown on the bottom there, and it's kind of plain down there, so I don't love it. So I kind of want to cover that anyway. I'm not going to worry about if that word gets covered. Go this way, so it'll at least be up. No, I like these flowers going this way. They did it wrong. That's all I'm telling. I'm just telling you. They did it wrong. I want a peekaboo pocket, though. It doesn't have to be a peekaboo, but I do want a peekaboo pocket. I like when it peekaboos. All right, I'm overthinking it. I'm aware. All right, you know, let's do it like I was doing before. Just start gluing pieces on. See where it goes. Ouch, see what happens. Let's just tear this one. For one that's a little bit more plain. You know, just do it. Fact. I might even tear on this side, because why not? Who says they have to be perfectly square and whatnot? Nobody says that. Definitely not me. We're trying to go away from perfection. We're escaping the perfection of it all. All right, here's the one thing I will watch out for. I don't want my edges to line up. You know, like I wouldn't want this to line up with that down there. That would not please me. That would annoy me. All right, and maybe we can put this over like this, and well, whatever I do with this one, I don't mind this one under here. I'm just gonna let go of our brain and just play. Sometimes that's just what has to happen. All right. Is that straightish? It's fine, lady. It's fine. Let's see. But now that that's behind there, I might be able to do this piece. No, I want a skinnier piece. How do I want my skinnier piece? Do you want this one? No, I don't want that one. What do I want? When do I want it? Let's see. That one's just got pretty little flowers, and it's a smaller. Ooh, I want something. What do I want? All right. Just want it about this tall. And just going to tear it like that. And don't want to, it's this, I want to cover this part here a little bit. Doesn't matter, it's fine. No, I don't want to cut that in half. Maybe that's not what I want. What do I want, people? What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? I don't know. Nope, not pink. Gosh. Can you even see my box over here that I'm going through? Probably not. Oh, that might be good for some leaves, though. That's not cardstock. Why is that in there? Oh, loverly. It's just, ooh, maybe not this label, but a label of some sort might be, you know, I mean, I know it's red. It doesn't necessarily make sense, but I don't hate it either. Let me find my, I'll be right back. She says, okay. All right, I think I just need to cut off this word at the bottom because it's going to irritate me. So there's that. Because when I just tried it, I was like, well, if that word wasn't there, I'd be fine. It would be fine if that word wasn't there. Because it just annoys me. Use it somewhere else, maybe. Well, maybe. So I was like, all right, and I just went through and pulled out a bunch of cardstock size pieces in my stash. Let's see, do I want to put that? This could even end up going this way. Ooh, what about, you know, that leaves a lot of, you know, that might be okay though. Even if that is, no, I think I like it this way. How about this way? The words are upside down if I do that, but that kind of looks nice in the middle there is what I was thinking. Let's see. Nope, I like it in the middle. Whether it goes actually this way is kind of fun as well. Yeah, I'm not an angle kind of. The only thing I don't like, well, fortunately not a lot of this damask shows in the background because I do like the damask to be upside right, which is, well, now I can't even tell anymore, so it probably doesn't really even matter. I don't mind if words are sideways, but the damask, you know, do I want to round the edges on that? I don't think I do because we have all the other rounded edges and I just want that to be a little bit different. Are we doing this or not? I think not. All right, so I'm just going to glue this on. And let's come in just a little bit. There we go. So now we have another pocket. Took me forever and a day because I was also trying to find like tickets and stuff that I could potentially use. Just anything that was kind of a cardstock. Oh, I don't mind that. Anything that's, you know, able to go in a pocket and come off the edge and be fine, basically. No, I'm overthinking it now. This is a little bit thickish, but not have to come over here probably. All right, I'm overthinking. All right, so that one we're going to call done. Because I'm driving myself crazy. All right, a lot of us have these little cards here, so those are nice scraps to use too. I've got one here that I've stamped on, so it added some interest, which I like. And let's see, ink the edges might help me. Do we want to come in with this? Well, do we? Well, let's get the word well on it. That's why I keep saying well. And I like the floral side better than that side, I think. And just maybe come in with whatever we have on our desk. Maybe bring this little ticket in. Do we want this little pop of yellow? Nope, not loving that yellow at the moment. What about this? It's kind of a partial tat. I don't mind that, okay. All right, let's just start gluing stuff down. we don't have to glue it down all the way. We could keep the edges open in case, well, I mean me, but you know, in case I want to add and tuck anything underneath. That would be probably a good way to do it. And this piece can go here. And I wouldn't even mind making like tags and stuff like this, just because I like things hanging off. Just weird like that. I had these little pieces too, which I think were from a catalog or a magazine or scrapbook thing that my aunt had. And they're just kind of cute and make for a fun little focal point. This, do I want it? I mean, it can be just like a little tuck spot. So you just glue here and here. And maybe even tack it down there if you felt you needed to. Right. I had that open in case I want to tuck anything under there, but I think we're good. Maybe a number. We already have numbers. We don't need more numbers. We don't need no stinking numbers. What about one of these little painty bits? What was we thinking about this on here? Does it go? No. Do we care? A little bit. All right. I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking it. Why are these scissors here? I don't know. They must have been in something that I was just... This has the colors, so that's kind of cool. Do we want to come over here with it? Go either way with that. All right, I'm going to glue that on there. I'm going to ink it though. It does help if you want to ink it to do it before you put it on there. Just saying. Okay, remember not lining up the lines. And I don't really want to cover up the scissors. I could put that under. Yeah, I think I'll put that under there. I need that on the top. Pay attention to what you're doing, lady. There we go. Brings the darkness from up there down to here. And that's kind of cool. Okay. I don't hate it. It's a little layered piece that could go on a page as a tuck spot. I would probably glue it on the bottom of this, on the bottom of this, and the side of that for a tuck spot. We wouldn't have a lot peeking out the bottom, but that's okay. Or if you wanted to have the thing peek out more, you could do that too. Why am I adding more? Why am I looking at more pieces? I don't know. I don't need it. All right. So that one's done. That one went much faster. All right. What if we were to start with a label? These are on cardstock. These are Louise's. If you look in Louise's Etsy shop, that's where you would find these. And I've got like little tags and stuff. Also, let's go back to the scraps, because that was kind of the whole point of this, was using up some scraps. All right, we've got a Tim Holtz piece here, which could be kind of fun. Do I want the whole piece? Probably not. I think I will cut it right about there. And then what? I don't know. We ink and think. We will ink and think. Basically thought about that one because it has similar coloring to what's in this. You go sideways with that. You come off the side with that. You can use the other side for this. Could turn one of them or more of them into like a banner kind of a deal. Or not. Have that little tag. Let's see. That blue is not bad. The pop-up blue could come out over there somewhere. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, not that. One of these rip pieces. I know some people like the white. I am not one of these people. Although if I do want to use the white there, that's white on both sides. Just send that to Mariah maybe. She just adds ink. Mariah at PM Artist Studio, that's what I'm talking about. Just FYI, in case you're wondering what she's talking about, the crazy lady. All right, I'm gonna leave. We need a little more contrast, I think. Contrast would be nice. Contrast, she says. So then she goes for boring stuff. Don't go for boring stuff. Something. I do love these. I forget who made who. I have to look up where these came from. These fun pieces. But I do like them quite a lot. I want the rip side showing. Maybe, maybe not. This does have some dark red on it. Why do I say that? I don't really know. Oh, I also have all these labels that I made at some point in time. I have some numbers. I do have a few of the pieces that I did on, I like that better, that I did on file folder. That's what I'm trying to say. And then cut them out. So they're nice and heavy. And these are the pieces that, these are like the pieces that Gail Augustinelli would usually use. Right, do I want it forward or do I want it to go up the side? Doesn't really matter. But in case I ever change my mind about which way it goes. Alright, let's see. You know, we're just going to glue stuff down. Things work out better if we just glue stuff down. I don't know. Do you agree? Maybe you don't agree. We're just going to try it. Okay. Gluing that piece down. Gluing this piece down in the middle. I'll have to add more glue later if I want to, like, make them stay down. But, it's like I lost the word. I know, that's a lot of space. What I could do is have it go off the side, and then I could possibly, potentially, put a dangle off the side if I wanted to. Maybe. Just won't glue that part down just in case. In which case, that should be alright. I'm thinking, do I want to cut that down some? I think it'll be fine. So that's a longer pocket, but if it goes off the side, with the dangle off the side, that'd be fine too. Do you want anything else? Nope, that's too matchy-matchy with that. What about... I mean, 2 labels is fine. This was a label that I made at some point in time in my life. How about another scrap? Oh, then we have these little Tim Holtz pieces too, which we could kind of build up the side with that, or a ticket. Or something. It must be 3 o'clock. I hear my son's alarm going off. I like the number showing at the bottom there. A little blue and pink business happening. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Have that beat off the side there. That's what I'm thinking. I'm overthinking it. I'm aware. I am so freaking aware of how I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking it. Rich Theater. Inspected. Start. Oh, we could bring in some of that darkness. Hello, darkness, my friend. Of course, you know me, I don't want to cut those holes out, which is ridiculous. No one needs to do that. Would give us a little bit of contrast. I don't know, do we like that? I don't. don't like it. Sorry, but I don't. Let's try this one. Kind of a deep pocket. Go over a little bit more. Just need to remember that this is what I want going off the side here. I don't know how I feel about that though, because maybe I want it to be at a little bit of a... Okay, you're in my way. Not you, this is in my way. Nope, can't get that in all the way because I already glued it down. Can I take that off a little bit? I can always re-glue it. It's fine. We'll just do this. If we want an angle, we can just cut it at an angle, right? Who says we can't do that? Oh, this side I think I can do. She thinks. She's not sure, but she thinks. There we go. Let me glue that back down. Just hitting a lick at a stick. If you ever watch Fly Lady, you know what I'm talking about when I say stuff like that. Weird stuff like that. You know, that actually is okay. Do I want it underneath or on top? You know, we don't have to have the eye showing, right? You know, I don't know. Just there. There's fine. Just gonna glue it on. Can't even see where I inked it, but that's fine. Just gonna glue it right around there. Inspected by number 2. Maybe. I don't know. All right, and that is down. All right, so there's another pocket using the scraps. Oh my goodness, what? All right, but we're at least making some, so see, that could be a tag. So I got some pieces here that are big enough to be full-on tags. I'm trying to find my smaller pieces, which they probably all fell to the bottom, right? Okay, here's some smaller pieces. Those are not smallish pieces. That could be big enough to be a tag. These are quite large. Those are too... Alright, that maybe... Oh, and I have this piece that's been sitting in my stash forever. Is there anything in here that kind of goes with red? Maybe that piece. There's just all kinds of stuff in here now. Maybe a tag. Alright, these are kind of large. Not that I can't cut them down to be smaller, but I mean, I can make ephemera out of those, so they're not really what I was thinking of. Just thinking about more like small pieces like this is what I want to use. I do have some, somewhere I have some small pieces like that, or from when I cut out collage pieces. See these, I don't think this is the container I'm supposed to have. I think I might have another container that has little scraps in it, maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. I know not. Right, there's a scrap. This is... Alright, come on. There we go. There's a little scrap. There's a little scrap. That's more of what I wanted to use. Plus, something like that is not a bad thing. I like the number showing though at the bottom though, don't I? Could even, I know I ripped them, but you could even do them as like little banners. I tend to not do my banners perfectly. You know, just cut up to the middle, cut up to the middle. Does not have to be even and perfect. I think they're actually more fun when they're not perfect. Just got their little banner happening. All right. Little banner action. I like, what else? What else? What else? What else? Okay, what about... No, I don't like that. I mean, this could be just a little tuck spot on the bottom or on the side or whatever. Nope, that's fuchsia, not red. Okay. I'm gonna overthink it for a minute. Forgive me. Give me some time and space to figure this out. We'll figure it out eventually. I had a piece of lace here. I wonder what I did with it. So I could just add some book page on there. Oh, I'm trying to force myself to use that piece. That's part of the problem. Okay, here's a nice little green piece. Give me a minute. I'm thinking about stuff. Trying to figure stuff out. I don't think that I would like that the way it was. I don't think I like what I'm doing right now either, so let's see. I don't think I like the banner thing I did. Just gonna tear it now. Because why not? Alright, gonna ink and think. Will I be able to think? Probably not. I'm just gonna ink and try to think, but not overthink. I'm overthinking. This was supposed to be just a fun little project of playing with some scraps. But then I was overthinking it, you know, like I do. So, we're just gonna stop overthinking it. That's what happens. You overthink things, you kind of block yourself, and that's what I feel like I'm doing right now. It's just kind of blocking my creativity by trying to think about what I want to do first. And when I don't think about it, I usually end up liking it. So why do I have to overthink it? I don't really. It's just hard not to. Oh, see, I'm just throwing these pieces together like they need to be together. All right. Well, let's tear this end too because it's too perfect. And this tag was in my layering bits, so let's just go ahead and throw that on there. I think I want to do it. All right, we'll just glue it on. Just start gluing. Do at least want it to be straight. I know I said I could potentially show you some angles, but you know I probably won't, right? Oh my goodness. You are bugging me. Don't come over here. Leave me alone for a minute. And what about this little baby? Stick that off the end there. What's the other side of that? Nope, don't want that. Nope, another scrap. I want another scrap. Don't overthink the scrap. Don't overthink the scrap. Chloe? Not that scrap. Maybe one of the labels. Oh, or okay, let's try this. piece in the background. I don't know what's going to show, so I'll ink the whole thing. And if I can put something in the middle, so I can have that be, or it could go this way. That'd be fine. Right there, maybe. And this could even come off the side as a tab if I thought it was too long for the pocket, for a pocket. I don't mind. I like my pockets to be kind of wide on things. So then I'd probably glue there and across the bottom, and so it'd be just like a little tuck spot. What else? Anything else we want on here? Maybe. That's like a question mark. Like, what are we doing here? All right. Let's put that one aside for a minute. And pull this one out. I do like when I can mix up some. It's not quite what I would want. Let's see. Actually, maybe that. Except what? I don't know. I'm just... Not loving it. I'm not loving it. And if I don't love it, then I'm not gonna make it. Yes, I'm making my own scraps. Don't come at me. Okay, then what? I'm gonna add more. No, not that though. Oh. Too white. Sure, we'll just stick it on there and see how we like it. I mean, what's the worst we do? We just don't use it or something. Oh, we do have that red up there, so we might want to put a little bit of red somewhere else on here. Not that one, though. Nope. No siree, Bob. That might work okay there, though. We have this little strip of, they're little tiny baby labels, and so I kind of like kept them together because maybe I want to use them as a whole piece somewhere. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, we do have yellow. We could use this yellow ticket in here. We'll think about it. We'll let it marinate there for a minute. Oh, wait, here's some, here we go. Here's some strips. Here's some scraps. Not quite the white yellow. I mean, it doesn't have to be. We're not looking for perfection. I expect it, but I don't know why, because I know it's not a thing. No, it doesn't exist. I know perfection is not attainable, yet I still, in my infinite, not wisdom. Wisdom is not the word we're looking for. My infinite, I don't know, opposite of wisdom. I'm always trying to do something with. I don't really want to cover the flower. See, that's the thing. Then you put things on there and you're like, but I don't want to cover that. Well, then why'd you put it on there, lady? You know what? I'm just going to glue that on there. Did we ink it? No, of course we didn't. Why would we ink it before we stuck it on there? That would just make sense. All right. I don't want to cover the parcel post. I do kind of like that. Oops. Just rip it. Just rip it off. I might not like this one. We'll see. Time will tell. I just make sure the flower still shows. Yep, we're just gonna, we kind of didn't hate the ticket, so we're just gonna stick it on there, see what happens. And do we want something going up the side a little bit? Yes or no? Not that. That's not the right color, but you know. I'm just trying to confuse myself. That's the same pattern that's down there. We do have the pink. Do we want to, I mean, that's kind of, oh, that would have been kind of fun just to put that on, wouldn't it? Like that could have just been the thing. No, but do I want to circle? Let's try a circle. If we can. Okay, we're just going to cover up that one piece in the back totally, aren't we? What if we cut the circle in halfish? Stick it there, and oh my goodness, just need to be able to pick it up somehow. Yeah. As far as color-wise, it works, but makes it really bulky. That's another problem. I have a weird idea. Because sometimes how I roll, I have weird ideas. Let's try a bigger circle. go. Take that ticket off. And I think I'll take that off. Yep, this is how I roll. I just do things, undo things. That's going to get covered, so possibly, so it won't really matter. Do I want it all the way across, or do I want to cut it? Oh, I guess I could have left that piece up there, huh? Oh, I would have wanted to move it a little bit. All right. All right, I kind of like that. Let's go ahead and get some more ink. Oh, look, we left the cover off the ink. That's just going to make messes everywhere. Do I want to round the corners? That's the question. Maybe not. Maybe I would just want to do this instead. Use the negative space of this because I really did like the color of this with the flowers, so that was nice. And it kind of, oh, sticking out more off the end there. I like that. Okay. Oh, wait. There should be fine. There. Okay, and we can glue this back up here underneath this a little bit. And bring the ticket back in. There we go. I like it better now. Don't worry, we're going to probably cut off this piece on the other end, but... And actually make sure that ticket gets glued on. Alright, there we go. I like it better now. Be a little tuck spot on the side here. Tuck spot. I kind of like that idea. Let's do some more like that. See, this is where ideas come from doing. So I was doing and then came up with the idea to cut out circles and have that be around something. And, oh, here's another little piece. Where's that other? Let's at least finish this piece here. These were made at the same-ish time. That doesn't mean they match per se. They're a little... I'll cut it in half-ish. Let's just glue that on there. See if we like it. A little contrast, which is nice. We've got blue. Not that blue. Not that we have to be perfect with our blue, but or anything really. We're trying not to be. Letting go of perfection is harder than you think. Just saying. It is harder than you think. Circle. All right, kind of repeats that circle a little bit, so I don't hate it. So we got circles, circles, a lot of circles. Maybe we don't want a circle. Maybe we don't, maybe we do. All right. Well, we're just going to leave this for now. Now we're going to use this, I think, and play with it and its possibilities and potentialities. I know I tend to think of my pockets on the right side, but it's not necessarily Sarily. Okay, that's interesting, maybe. Could go this way too. Could be on the left side of the thing. I know I'm not talking because I'm thinking. Kind of irritated that I didn't ink that first, especially since there's a circle in the middle. Well, it's not totally glued down yet, so we still have a chance to ink it somewhat. Oh, actually, where's one of those stamped pieces that I had? Stamped pieces, stamped with this number 5 would be a possibility. I think I had another word in there somewhere. I'm sure I did, and I think it was even in this color. Will I be able to find it? Probably not. That would be a fun piece behind here too, actually. Yeah, that's going to irritate me. This gives me the size I want. My brain just stopped. What was I grabbing up here? I was about to grab something. It wasn't this. Maybe I was just thinking about inking this piece. Don't know why I went to grab something up there though. That's my brain. All right. If I find a word, I'll use it, but probably won't. let's just glue it on there, not overthink it. Just gonna have it stick off the edge a little bit. I like this here with this piece though. Oh, what else I was thinking about? Stay. I want you to stay. Just gonna glue this side, have it stick off the edge here. And I like this piece, the color I like with the background here, but where do I want it? I don't want to overthink it. I'm just going to put it there. Because we are. Are things connected? No. Are we going to stress about it? Meh, probably. Just, truth be told, probably. I'm just going to glue that down there because it's just the bottom. This is the bottom. Because I want to. Oops. There we go. Because this green's close to this green back there, but there's still a little bit of this teal back there too, and then there's that brown goldy bits and whatnot. And do you want to add a little bit of, no, I don't want to add the green. Do I want to add this in here? Maybe with the words showing? I don't hate it. All right, let's do it. Is it too wide now? No, I think we're okay. I was lining up a little bit too much on the bottom. All right, so there's another pocket. It's missing something. I had some flowers here. Where'd they go? It's missing something. Like a flower or something might work on there. What's this one? Ooh, this one's more brown. Ooh, and it kind of curves around that circle a little bit. All right, let's try it. Not loving this right here, but I don't think I can take it off without ripping it, so there's that. I can add, got this funny little circle here. I don't know what it was for. It's just a little doodly bit from when I was making mushrooms at some point. I don't know what it was going to be used for, but it was a circle and I made it. So, might work on here somewhere. Maybe. All right, this is going to take me a minute. I will try to, all right, there it goes. Whew, close one. All right. Kind of like how it curves around that circle. If you have any curvy flowers, that's what they could be good for. And just gonna stick this in here, and or let's see, if I really don't like this, can I take it off? It's just the placement of it is a little bit off. Like if it was down, I don't know that there is a good place for it. Ooh, it could go this way. You know, I like that better already. Okay. Sometimes, I think it might have just been that top corner was showing. Might have been what was bugging me. Who knows? Who knows with me what the problem was. Press that down. All right, there's a pocket. Just using scraps. That's what that's about. All right, don't forget to put your cover on. And so let's just show them to you. Okay, and here Oh, that'd be kind of fun. Okay, I had this one going this way, but it also could be cute this way. And if I did it this way, I'd probably just stick that flower right on there. Maybe stick something else in here. Maybe. Ooh, I liked this. That's just a sticker, and I will stick it on there better at some point. I think I'll stick this flower on here because I want to. I'll see if I can edit some of this out, but if not, then the video will be over an hour and 10 minutes. Sometimes you guys don't mind that too much, especially since I'm putting out less videos. Well, this week I put out more. I'm trying real hard. I was just partly was getting disappointed that my views are not doing great, but how am I going to get better views and more views if I don't make more videos, you know? All right, you know, that's fine. We're just gonna, there we go. So that is actually going to be over that way now. Do I want to, a little bit. Don't be perfect? No, don't. All right, there. I like that one better now. I like that one. This one got improved with, could go either way too, really. So yeah, there's this one with the Tim Holtz flowers, and this one, and this one, which was a struggle, but I did it, and that one, which went together pretty quickly, so that was nice, and that one, I have another word that's that color. Is that all? No, there's one more. Okay. Hey, I made more than I thought, so not too bad. Not too shabby using scraps, whether it's cardstock scraps or when you're cutting down your master collage boards and you end up with some little pieces on the side. This would be a way that you can use them. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you have a delightful day. Love you. Bye.